And the amount I sold on eBay and Instagram is, drumroll please, What is good, everyone? Welcome back to Joes Card Stache. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you had an awesome time. I'm back at it, back in the studio. I wanted to make one last video for the year, my 2023 wrap-up video. I'm gonna go over, everything I spent this year, everything I made this year. I'm gonna see if I came out on top, if I, made some money selling UFC cards, which is always the goal. I'm also gonna, kind of figure out what I did right, what I did wrong, and make some goals for next year, and make a plan for next year. So, should be a lot of fun. As always, do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If you like UFC cards, you won't regret it. I promise you. Make sure you like this video right now before you forget. Hit that like button, and then also just leave a comment. Tell me how you did in 2023, what you want to do differently next year, all that stuff. So. Love to hear from you guys. And with that being said, let's get into it. Let's talk some UFC cards. So I made one of these videos at the end of last year. I went over everything I did in 2022. I talked about, how much I spent, how much I made. I ended up being $1,000 in the negative last year. I lost $1,000. And I talked about my goals for what I want to do in 2023. I'll link that video below in case you guys want to rewatch it. But my goals for 2023 was basically to not lose $1,000, to actually try to break even or make a little bit of money. I set up a whole bunch of different rules. I didn't want to buy in any breaks. I wanted to buy less product. I wanted to buy more singles. I wanted to do more grade to flip, that type of stuff. And so now we're going to go over what I did this year and see if I actually end up making any money. First thing I want to go over is what I spent on UFC cards. I spent, just on wax alone, $3,460. The big purchases for wax for me were Immaculate first off the line, which was $500. Prism first off the line, which was also $500. And then I bought that Premier box set from Panini, the one that's the entire Prism set. That was $800. I think I did pretty well with all of those products, honestly. I think I pretty much broke even on first off the line, Prism, and Immaculate. And the Premier box set, I did great. I ended up selling the stuff that was in that box for almost twice as much as what I bought the box for. So I did really well with the Premier box set. I also bought, obviously, Select, Undercard, all those things. And, I did pretty well. I think all in all, I probably broke even with wax. I only spent $200 on retail products. That means I only bought $200 worth of blasters from Target. I really tried to stay away from those. I don't think they're the greatest way to make money or get cool cards. I think it's better to just save your money and buy hobby. The other things I spent money on, I did buy into one break. My goal was to buy into 0 breaks. I think breaks are kind of terrible, at least for me. I know tons of people love them, but I am awful with breaks. I never make my money back. I always get skunked. And it doesn't do anything for me because I don't have the boxes myself, so I can't film videos, so that doesn't help me as far as the YouTube channel. So I really wanted to cut out breaks. I feel like Whatnot, when you're on there and they have your credit card, it's super easy just to rifle through money and it gets you into trouble. So I only bought into one, and it was a moment of weakness. I think it was when Prism first off the line, something came out and I didn't have my box yet, and I really wanted to buy into one. So I bought into one break, and of course I burned the money. I didn't get anything back. So I spent $40. That's all I spent on breaks, but it was $40 that I won't get back. And lastly is singles. Now with singles, when I buy singles, it's either because I see a card that looks really good on eBay, and I think I can get it graded and flip it. So there's a lot of that where I just people I think are going to be really popular, and I see a really clean card of it, and I buy it, and then I'm going to send it to PSA and try to make some money doing that. Or else it's a PC card. A lot of times if I'm buying singles, it's just a card I've been looking for. It pops up, and I want to grab it because it doesn't pop up very often. I did a good job of keeping myself at bay with that because my PC cards that I want are very, very specific, and they don't show up very often, so I was able to not spend too much on singles. I spent $1,667 on singles. So, and then also grading. I did a bunch of grading. I did well with grading, but I can't really get into exactly how well I did. I didn't break it down that well. But I spent $882 grading cards this year. So if you add up all that, my wax, breaks, singles, and grading, I spent a grand total of $6,049 on UFC cards this year. That is what I spent. Now let's look at what I made selling UFC cards. So one thing that's different last year than previous years is I actually got monetized from YouTube. Around June, I think I got 1,000 subscribers and I hit the amount of watch hours that you're supposed to hit. I think it's like 400, I forget exactly, but you have to hit these marks, and once you do that, you get monetized and you can start adding ads to your videos and you get money from YouTube for ad revenue. And so I made $145 from YouTube last year. Like I said, it started in June, so it's about 6 months. I think that evens out to about $20 a month or something like that. Definitely not going to, retire or quit my day job, but, it was money I wasn't getting before that, and I was always making these videos, so I'll take free money all day. But, all you UFC content creators out there, don't expect to quit your day job. It's not a lot of money you're going to get from this. So $145 I made from YouTube, and now, as I said earlier, I spent $6,049 on UFC cards. So the amount I made selling UFC cards needs to be higher than that for me to have made a profit. And the amount I sold on eBay and Instagram is, drumroll please, $6,212. And now if you add that to my YouTube revenue, that is $6,357, which means I made a profit this year of $308. I did it. I made a profit. I didn't lose money for once. I hit my goal. Very, very happy. Thank you to everyone out there. You may be saying, like, why is this dude freaking out? He just made $300 and he worked his ass off all year. As I said before, previous years I've lost thousands doing this, so to actually have made some money is a really, really big deal, and I'm very proud of myself. It was a goal I really wanted to hit, and I did it, so I'm stoked, super stoked. And another thing to think about is, yes, I only made $300 from this, but I also have a ton of cards to show for it. Like, I have all these cards that I haven't sold that are mine, that I either graded and wanted for my PC or I plan on selling next year. I have a bunch of cards left over that I haven't sold yet. So this number is going to get higher of what I made, and all these PC cards I bought this year are basically free. I didn't have to spend any money. I actually made money. So that's the goal, is to make all of this pay for my own PC. So right now I'm going to show you the cards I got. I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor. I'm going to show you the different cards I have that I'm either going to sell later or I'm keeping for my PC. So let's check those out. So these are all cards that I've picked up over the year. Like I said, certain things are PC, certain things are just stuff I'm going to, probably sell next year and take that money and roll it into something else that I want. So, again, all this stuff is basically free because I made enough money to cover all of this. So let's take a look and see what I got. So number one is 2023 Max Holloway in white. I love this card. I actually didn't pull this. I just wanted one of these, so I bought it as a single. I'm going to send this out to be graded. I'm a big Max Holloway fan, and I just think that's a beautiful card. It's numbered out of 125, and like I said, that's off to PSA. Next is another card I wanted for the PC. I love this Cheeto card. I wanted the gold version of it. One popped up, and I snagged it. It is 10 of 10 too. We got the bookend. Super dope card for the Cheeto PC. I love the color match. Hopefully, this is going to go to PSA as well. Hopefully, I can get a 10 on that. Next one, Islam Makhachev, rookie. I kind of wanted a refractor of this. This is just the base, but his refractors are a little expensive. I'm going to try to grade this one. If it gets a 10, maybe I'll sell it and try to get a refractor just to have something a little more rare. But, I think Islam is one of the best fighters fighting today for sure. He may be as good, if not better, than Khabib. So I think it's a good idea to get his rookie card while I can. So, again, I'm trying to snag them when I find them. This is just the base, but I'd like to have a base at first and then maybe move up if I can. Next is another base rookie of a fighter I really like, Valentina Shevchenko from 2017 Chrome. Again, this popped up for really cheap. I thought it was important to have her rookie card because she's a pretty important fighter. And again, I wish I had the refractor in this, not just the base, but I'll take it and see. We'll get it graded, see how it grades. If it does, maybe flip it into something a little more rare. And Mr. Alexander Volkanovski. I actually have this card already in a PSA 9. I'm trying to get a PSA 10. So I grabbed one of these to see if maybe this would turn into a PSA 10. So I'm going to send this out for grading and see what it can get. And again, this is a very undervalued card. I think he's one of the most important fighters today. And his rookie cards aren't that expensive. And there's not that many of them. There's not a lot of parallels. There's only a few parallels. But, even his base card, I think it's a base refractor. So it's pretty cool. I like this card a lot. Hopefully, I want to get a 10. If not, I still have my 9. I'm pretty happy with it. Next is another favorite fighter of mine, Demetrius Johnson. Again, someone I think is one of the most important fighters in the game today, or in the history of the sport. This is numbered out of 888. It's a refractor. Again, hopefully I can get a 10 on this. I'm going to get it graded. I've always wanted this card. I love this photo. I love DJ. I love Mighty Mouse. So, we'll see. If this gets a 9 or 10, I'll keep it. If not, try to get one that grades well. Next, again, is Mr. Max Holloway. Also his 2013 rookie. Also a base. Again, same plan with all of these. I don't have a lot of money, so I buy the bases, and hopefully it grades well, and I make some money, and then I can move up to a higher version, like a refractor, or who knows. Blue, I think there's a blue diamond that's really cool looking, or blue refractor, I don't know what they're called, but dope photo. Love Topps Finest. And then this is a big boy, Mr. John Jones, the greatest of all time, rookie card. I want this in a PSA 9. I don't know that this one can get it. This card's really hard to grade, but I'm going to give it a shot. If it doesn't, sell it, try again, keep going until I get a PSA 9. If anybody has one of these in really clean condition and will give me a good price on it, I'm a buyer because I really want a John Jones base rookie in a PSA 9. That's my goal. And the same goes for this GOAT, Amanda Nunes, 2013 Bloodlines rookie card. It's a base. I want to get a PSA 9. That's my goal. These cards are really hard to grade. I would be surprised if this gets a 9, but who knows? I'm going to give it a shot. If not, keep trying. Again, if anybody has a really clean version of this, let me know. I'm interested. And we are on the GOAT train right now. Chuck Liddell. This is round 2, the same set as the John Jones. He has a rookie card in round 1, but I don't like it that much. A terrible photo. This is so much better of a photo for Chuck Liddell. And I still consider it his rookie card. It's the same year. So, yeah. 2009, round 2, Chuck Liddell. Hopefully this gets a PSA 9 as well. That's my goal for all of these. PSA 9 or better. That's if as long as it's a PSA 9 or better, it can stay on my PC. Michael Bisping. Doing a lot of round 1, Topps round 1 buying. Anytime I can find clean versions of it. Again, if you have clean versions of round 1, hit me up because I'm buying a lot of those cards. This was a really clean Bisping. Love Michael Bisping. Love his podcast. Not his podcast, YouTube channel. And just, him as a fighter, such a great photo. For round 1, there's not that many great photos, but that's a really good one. That crazy armbar on Josh Haynes. Next, we have also round 1 rookie card of Quinton Rampage Jackson. I actually photographed Rampage once a long time ago, so kind of wanted a cool card of his. And again, just a base, but trying to get a PSA 9. This one looked pretty clean, so we'll see. And another Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. These are from, what are they, Bloodlines, I think? Yeah, 2013 Bloodlines. These are called the Octagon Side Autos. These are really cool cards. I love this set, and anytime I can find clean versions of these, I grab them. And this one looked pretty good, so I snagged this one as well. Again, all these cards were basically free because of the profit I made from flipping and grading and all that stuff. So next are autographs. First, we have Mr. Justin Gaethje from 2023 Select. His blue, this I pulled. It's out of 75. This is a beautiful card. I'm a big Gaethje fan. If this PSA 10s, I'll probably hold on to it because I like his auto, like the card. Very cool. Next is a whole bunch of autograph cards. Now, these are all things that I pulled that I'm probably going to sell. I just didn't want to sell during Christmas time because I don't think it's a great time to sell cards. So, probably the beginning of the year, I'm going to sell all of these. They're probably worth, $5 each, but there's a lot of them. So we got Randy Brown, rated rookie. Joe Selecki, rookie from Chronicles. Got Mark Coleman from Chronicles. Edson Barbosa from, I think that's 22 Select. Uriah Faber, also from 22 Select. Cody Garbrandt from 21 Select. He looked good the other night, by the way. Nice to see Cody looking good again. Carlos Esparza from Optic, 22 Optic, I think. Johnny Walker from 22 Optic as well. I think he has the first fight coming up in the Apex. Him and Magomed Ankalaev. So that'd be an interesting fight. And Mr. Marvin Vettori, I won this from UFC Card Fiend. So, I don't know. Probably sell it. I don't know. We'll see. I do like Marvin Vettori, and it's pretty cool that I won something, so maybe I'll hold on to it. And the Korean Zombie, I believe I pulled this from Chronicles. Korean Zombie Phoenix Auto. And if anybody's interested in any of those, they're all pretty much for sale, so if you guys want to grab them, just hit me up. And last two these were a redemption. I had a redemption for Anderson Silva, and they sent me these replacements. We have a Derek Lewis 2022 base auto, and this is really cool. This is a 2021 Dominic Cruz on card, not numbered. Oh, it is numbered out of 75, but that's a pretty sick card. Again, I like Dom Cruz, but probably going to sell this, see if I can get some money to buy something that I would be more into. So again, interested in any of those, let me know. And lastly is my graded cards. These are all cards I either had, they're all cards I had graded. I don't think I bought any of these graded. But like I said, this is Alexander Volkanovski, PSA 9. Trying to get that other one to PSA 10, but if not, I'll hold on to this. Very happy to have that. Khamzat Chimaev, one of the most, the biggest cards when I was collecting, when I first started collecting. You wanted this Khamzat rookie card. That's all you were going for in 21 Prism. This is the silver in a PSA 9. This is a very hard to find card. The centering on these were terrible. So a PSA 9 is pretty good. A PSA 10 is huge. I bought this in a lot. Some guy hit me up and said, hey, do you want a whole bunch of Khamzat rookies graded? And he had some Shavkat rookies in there as well. So he sold me the whole thing for $200. This card's, I think this is worth maybe $100, maybe $120, but all the other cards I sold, and they all came out to about $200. So I got this basically for free, and this is a huge card for me. I'd love a PSA 10, but PSA 9 is great. John Jones, Finest Moments from, 2011 Topps. That's one of my favorite photos in a card. Like that John Jones head kick is so good. Topps used it in a few cards, so that kind of bums me out. But this is a gold out of 50, I believe. Oh, out of 88. But really cool card. I think I bought it raw, got it graded, got a PSA 9. One of my favorite photos in a card, I think I showed this recently in another video, but Francis Ngannou, Museum Collection 2018, knocking out Alistair Overeem. Just an incredible photo. This is numbered out of 159. I got it graded myself. It's PSA 9. Super stoked. This is, I have a whole group of PC cards that are just great photos. Like, I don't care that they're not the rookie or whatever. I just love the action photo of it, and this is one of them. Same goes for this. Habib 2018 Topps Chrome, one of my favorite sets. Got this graded myself. I love this photo. Such a cool card. Just him and, it's just a dope card. That's all I gotta say. PSA 10, very cool. And lastly is Gilbert Burns. This is Tag, in case you can't see that. One of my tag submissions, Gilbert Burns rookie card from Prism, so his first rookie card, and it's purple out of 149. Obviously, Gilbert's one of my PCs, someone I photographed who I just love him as a fighter, and it's cool to have one tag. Might get more tag slabs coming up, but right now this is the only one that I have. And that's it. So that is, I actually have a whole bunch more. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm probably going to sell next year, just like, small numbered select cards and optic cards and stuff like that. Stuff I didn't get a chance to sell that I will sell, and basically just use that money to, go to the Burbank card show or stuff like that. But again, that's what I mean when I said, I'm positive for the year. I made $300, but I got all these cards too. And this is all either in my PC or it's going to lead to more things to my PC. So that's the beauty of what I'm doing, and what I'm, my goal is, I wanted to use flipping and grading and smart decisions to buy myself PC cards. So in the end, I don't spend any money. It's just like, building up this PC for free, which is really cool. There's very few hobbies you can do that with. And, I don't have a ton of money. I can't go out and just buy all these cards that I wish I owned. So this is a way for me to do it and not, hurt my wallet. So that's it. Now we're going to talk about my goals for 2024, like things I want to do going into next year. So let's get into that. All right, let's talk about my 2024 goals. It's going to be weird. It's going to be different. UFC is going to probably go over to Topps. That's pretty much what everyone thinks. Panini is going to put out Immaculate right at the beginning of the year, and then after that, they're done. So we really have no idea how Topps is going to work, how they release products, what price point they're going to be at, how many products, any of that stuff. So I'm really looking at next year as kind of a feel it out kind of year. If I don't break even or if I lose money, it's fine. I'm going to be learning how Topps works and, the best way to buy Topps product, all that type of stuff. Things I learned over the years with Panini aren't going to be applicable. Also, the two ways I made the most money last year aren't going to exist anymore. Basically, I made the most money from buying that premium box set and, selling all the cards that were in it. I don't know that Topps is going to do that. I don't know if they sell box sets like that you can kind of break open and sell all the cards individually. I have no idea if they do things like that. I wasn't around when Topps was making UFC cards, so I'm not sure that type of stuff is going to exist. So that was a big one for me. And also grading to flip was really, really big for me last year as far as, buying singles, getting them graded and then selling them for 3 or 4 times what they originally were. That doesn't look like that's the case anymore. I've noticed with UFC cards, the graded cards prices are coming down quite a bit. I think it's because grading's so easy now that everybody's doing it and they're kind of flooding the market. And the problem with UFC cards is there's just not that many of us. It's not like the other sports where there's just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people collecting. We have a very small group of people, so if there's too many graded cards, the prices are just going to go down. And that's what's happened. So I don't think I can make as much money flipping, doing grading like I did before. So my thought on that is I'm probably just going to move into other sports. I'm going to buy more basketball cards, buy more baseball cards, football cards. Those all flip really well as far as, if you get a raw card, get it graded and sell it, you can make 3 or 4 times your money, whereas I don't think it's the case in UFC cards as much. I'm still going to grade for my PC. I like all my PC to be graded cards, so I'll still be grading for myself, but I don't think I'm going to use it as an investment anymore. So I got to figure out ways to make money, really, in the UFC card space. It's going to be tough. Hopefully buying Topps boxes and, maybe hit something big. One thing about last year is I really didn't hit any huge cards. I had a few that were pretty good, but no one-of-ones, no monsters that could have sold, a Bo Nickel, Color Blast. I don't even know if he had a Color Blast, but, stuff like that. So maybe next year when I'm opening Topps product, I'll hit something huge and it'll make my whole year super easy. We'll see. So some of the rules I have for next year, I only want to buy 1 hobby box for each release. A couple times last year, I bought 2 optic boxes. I bought 2 select boxes. It's just excessive. I need to chill out. 1 box for the channel is fine. Other than that, I need to not spend as much money and use the money in better ways, because buying boxes is just not great. You lose money pretty much every time. If you're lucky, you break even. Also plan on selling cards as fast as possible. So if I pull anything from any boxes that I don't want to keep. You know, if I know right away, okay, this is not a card I'm going to keep for my PC, I want to sell it as fast as possible. A few times last year I waited on things. I'm like, oh, I'll get that graded, I'll do this. And if I just sold it raw as fast as I could, I would have made more money than I did if I waited. So I'm going to make that decision really quick. Like, do I want to keep this for my PC? If not, sell it. And lastly is Joe's Card Stache. I'm going to tell you some things about the channel, what I plan to do with it. The main thing is, and this happened a few times last year, was this channel got to be like a stressful thing. You know, it was like I wasn't making enough videos and it was stressing me out, and I was like, it became a chore. And this channel is supposed to be fun. I did not make this to like have a bunch of subscribers, make any money. This is supposed to be fun. So at any point this isn't fun, I'm gonna pull back and not do it, because I don't wanna like add more work to my life. This is supposed to be enjoyable. So to do that, I just wanna, you know, make videos that I want, things that I'm interested in, and whenever I want. If I don't feel like making a video for 2 months, then I'm not gonna make a video for 2 months. The reason I feel like I can do that now too is that there's so many other channels that are doing great stuff, that you guys have so much content to watch. You don't have to depend on what I'm putting out, you know, and it's stuff that I love to watch. You know, you got the Golden Octagon, you got Box Alarm Trading, UFC Card Talk. Who else do we have? MMA Love, Luke over in MMA love that channel. UFC Card Feed. These are all dudes doing really, really great stuff. Make sure you subscribe to all those channels. There's plenty of content out there. And if I want to just disappear for a little while, then I can just disappear, because there's other great stuff for you guys to watch, and I can watch it too. So that's it. That's my goal. You know, I want to make Joe's Card Stache fun and just see what 2024 holds. You know, the whole Topps thing is exciting because it's new, and it's, you know, who knows what these cards are going to look like. I have a whole list of things that I want Topps to do, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's it. That's, you know, 2024, what I'm looking for. 2023 was great, as you can tell. I'm very happy with how it went. Tell me how your 2023 went. Tell me about what you want for 2024. And thank you, as always, for watching all year. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. You know, so many of you hit me up and say nice things, and I really appreciate it. And all the gifts, so many gifts that people have sent me, which is just freaking amazing. So love you all. Have a great rest of 2023. I will see you in 2024.